Hey folks, welcome back to another First Impressions video. I'm going to do 4 games today because we've got 4 games played on Testing Tuesday. So here we go in no particular order. So first impressions of this one right here, Clickbait. Now if you watched the live play of Testing Tuesday, we didn't actually even finish this game. We just played it and it reminded us so much of another game that we played that we like better. It's basically a game where you have a category, you roll some dice, and it gives you the first letters of the words that you're going to use to make some clickbait headline that is going to point you towards that category. So it really just feels like one specific category in Balderdash, or it felt like Quiplash that we played on Jackbox TV a lot, so we actually went ahead and played Jackbox TV. So first impression of Clickbait, and probably my only impression of Clickbait at this point, is that already been done. All right, so that's that. Z brought in this game here called Narabi, and Narabi is a cooperative game where you're trying to get these different cards in order from 0 to, I believe it was 8. And the kicker here was that on the backside of every one of these cards are certain switching rules. Like you can only switch this card with numbers 2 to 6, or you can only switch this card with something that is higher than 3, or you can switch this with any even number, you know, those kinds of rules. And you have to switch the cards from your place with somebody else's. You can't switch within yours. And so you're trying to get in either counterclockwise or clockwise form, you're trying to get the number cards to be 0 to 8. It was interesting, and you know how fast you're able to do it is how well you do. If you do it in fewer number of moves, then you do better than if you do it in a more number of moves. But you only have 24 rounds to get it done, or 24 turns rather. So there's that. But it was fun. I just think that I think that it could possibly break itself by having certain numbers, or whatever they might be, have certain passing rules on the back of them, because they're all interchangeable. And it might break itself, because I don't think it would be able to be solved in certain circumstances. I don't know. That's just my first impression. That's this video. So anyway, that's Narabi. Another game that Z brought in was Zocken. Now this one was actually pretty fun. And I think it was interesting because you're rolling dice, but you're also placing bets on whether or not this person is going to get more than 50 points on their turn. And if they do get more than 50 points, you get half of their points. But if you don't think they're going to get more than more than 50 points on their turn, then you don't have to kind of go in with them on this. But if you don't go in, you don't get half the points if they do make it. So there's the kind of a push your luck type thing that's going on there. But you roll 3 dice, and then everybody is able to choose whether or not you're going to go in, and then the rest of the dice are rolled one at a time, of course. And you have to put them in sequential order. So I thought it was pretty interesting because it was very simple, first of all, and second of all, it was fun, and it had a very low level of tension that was there that just really made it a fun time. So I really actually enjoyed this one a lot. This is probably my favorite game from Testing Tuesday. So hopefully we'll be able to play it again and see how it goes. And then finally, the big game that we played was this one right here, A Pleasant Journey to Neko. Now, I just didn't like the game. It had too many things going on in it, where I was using this to pay for that, and then I would get it right back because that's what allowed me to go to this place, and that gave me those things right back, and then I had to use them to get something else, which might not be as much as I have. So at the end of my turn, I felt like I had less than at the beginning of my turn. And yeah, I was scoring points and stuff like that, but it just had that feeling. The economy was just really wonky to me, and I just didn't get it, I guess. But I did not like it. These are the kinds of Euro games that I just do not like. I actually tweeted out about it before the game was over, and the reason I did that is because I wanted people to understand that I didn't like the game before I found out who won or lost. Because a lot of the times people say, oh, you didn't win, so that's why you didn't like it. Well, no, that's not the case. I just did not enjoy this game. Didn't really care who won or lost. So that's my first impression, and probably my only impression. I wouldn't be opposed to playing it again, but I'm not going to actively seek it out either. And that's about it for my first impressions for the games that we played on Testing Tuesday this week. I'm going to be going tonight to play some more games at game night, so we'll see. Maybe that'll be on next week's episode. Thanks for joining me. I certainly appreciate it. We'll see you guys and gals on the flip side. Take care.